Hello and welcome back to the Bold Bavarians. So, we are now playing as Judith. Judith was never meant to rule. She was meant to be one of the daughters we married off for an alliance while our son Themo went off and, did all of his stuff. However, we never had a son Themo, and our father Themo was dead. So, that's kind of where that one went. He was murdered. And, because this is what mysterious circumstances means, so how did that happen? How did this all come to pass that he ended up murdered? Well, I'm just going to look at our title history. I would assume that, I think it's this one, is a pretty big... Wait, no, that's not right. Wait. Interesting. So she is Bavaria, and she's married to my spy master? Wait, is this the old Duchess of Bavaria? It's married to my spy master. Inherited via abdication, inherited, installed by faction demand. Yeah, okay. Well, that's definitely interesting. Well, then it was definitely her. Because she's married to my spy master, who was also my father's spy master. Okay, we're in a lot of danger. It would be how I describe our current situation. Who's our heir? Our heir is our sister. Well, at least that's not too bad. Susanna's likely going to be okay. We need to make this guy like us. We have no way to do it. I mean, we could send him a gift. The only other option is that we fire him from our council, but I don't really want to do that either. So, this could be difficult. Anyway, now we've worried about that and worked out that problem. So we now know what's happened to our father. What do we do with Judith? Well, Judith has a couple of different things than previously. First of all, we can just straight up ransom this mayor. Because, well, there's no reason for him to be our prisoner. We're not going to hold him for a hook because we need to wait at minimum, 9 years? Sorry, 10 years for us. What age are we? We're 7, 9 years. For us to get the ability to take the stewardship route. Even if we wanted to take the stewardship route, we would then have to wait longer to get the hook. And this guy is what? He's 84? He's not living to be 93. We'll just get our 30 gold right now and be happy with life. We can lawfully imprison this guy. I'll think about it. Our mother can marry. Now, can our mother get an alliance while staying in our court? That'd be ideal. So, she could get an alliance with Pisa. Pisa are not that far away, and they have 1,300 troops. That seems pretty sweet. I mean, he is 75. That's kind of the only negative. He does have whole of body, though, right? Yeah, so he's got the health boost from that. What's this one? Got lost. Got severely lost in a pilgrimage. And that's for 4 years he's lost. Okay. Well, apart from that, his health is poor, but once got lost disappears, he would be okay. How about you? You're 17. You're a much better choice. How old is our mother, by the way? 27. So could still have children. So Leinster, that is going to be... I don't know if you're actually going to be able to join any wars at any point. I think you're too far away. Wait a second. So that's the third son? That could lead to interesting stuff. I actually don't care that this is not a good alliance. That could lead to interesting stuff and therefore gets top priority. So this should be somewhere over here-ish. Yeah. Up in Ireland. So unlikely to join our wars, but, there is an off chance that we could somehow randomly inherit some Irish land at some point, which sounds cool. So mother getting married. Do we want to lawfully imprison this guy? That's kind of like our main question right now. Now, what are the pros and cons? Well, if we lawfully imprison this guy, because we can, because he is a known witch, that would then make his family dislike me. I do not care in the slightest. His family, they're not our dynasty or anything, so why would I care if they disliked me? They're not a huge family. That's fine. He dislikes me. Who cares? We could revoke his title, potentially. Everyone would dislike me then. Or we just hold him in our prison and he can't revolt against us. Which is, generally an okay situation. We could do that. Or we could revoke his title and grant it to somebody who's Waldensian. That could also be good. And what it might also do is it might also fire the faction of this guy, who is my spy master. Now this could also be good, because if he's in prison... 1, he won't be a powerful vassal who wants in the council. And 2, he won't be a powerful vassal who wants the council, and he won't be trying to kill us. So that's pretty good. And it gets rid of the faction. Generally, that sounds like it could be okay. I think we might go for it. I suspect it would only do people in this faction anyway. But that sounds interesting. So you've got 1,700 troops between you. I have 2,700 as a base. You both have... Oh, you have an ally. So you have Falkenstein, who won't be able to join. And you'll have Bologna, who are where? Ah, okay. So they're close enough, but they only have 900, which would put them at 2,600. So weaker than us with travel time. Okay, I still put us in the lead there. We don't have any allies we could call in. I believe we were just making an alliance with our sister at the end of last episode. I think we unpause. We let it run like a month, and then we maybe declare. Okay, there's the alliance with Leinster. Okay, cool. Mercenary contract expiring. Is this including mercenaries? This is not including mercenaries. Okay, cool. That's good to know. We only have 5 months left. We could potentially use them. There's our alliance. Okay, now I want to go. So, I want to get this lawful imprisonment off. Go. Will not succeed. We know this. We're aware of this. We're happy with this. Slow it right down. Mayor Hugo paid us 30. We also want it to fire before Mayor Hugo can join any factions. Ah, only this guy is in it. Perfect. Okay. New steward. Can it be you? Are you any good at stewardship, uncle? No. Are you good at anything else? Not really. Okay. Well, it could be Mayor Hugo, but he hates me. It could also be Matthias if I had somebody... Yeah, I do have somebody who's better at other stuff. So we'll put you in there. And then a new marshal can be Baroness Waldrada. Okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, that seems like that's going to work out well for us. We can call in our ally? Yeah, she is a bit far away. Sorry, I thought I meant the other ally, which obviously I didn't think you could do. Let's raise all of our troops. We do get mercenaries for another how many months? For another 5 months. Okay. Well, we should definitely attack with them while we have them. We have a lot less troops than it said we would, but I'm guessing some of those were vassal troops. Yeah, I think so. There's a faction that's going to rise up against us because we have now become weaker and another person has joined. Ah, that's a problem. How long is it? 31 months. Okay, so we just need to win the war within 31 months. They're still locked into this move. Well, they're not quite, but, you know, we'll catch them. Oh, come on. Just stop. There we go. So we caught them. We are destroying them. We're just going lower speed than usual. Our knight wounded their knight. We have defeated their army. At 9%, we're going to go to the war goal. We're going to siege it down. Did they call in their ally? Yes. Okay. But they don't nearly have enough strength. We also captured Jacob. I'm going to recruit Jacob. Yeah, join my side. Also convert to my religion. Cool. He's happy. He's in. He doesn't really like us, but he will potentially be a knight for us now, which is cool. 17 months left. Do we have anybody who is good at all of this, you know, sieging malarkey? No. Alright then. We'll just have the best guy do it. Although you have a lot of things. Okay. Yeah, we might go with you instead, actually. I think you'd be better if they try and attack me. Alright, so 17 months. We're going to lose some of our troops midway through. How long do we lose them? 38 days. Okay, I want to take this fight. Yeah, I want to take this fight before we do that. Because I want to defeat them while I still have the troops. 12 days. Minus 3 days. Okay. Yeah. So we managed to hold them in for that battle, which is really good for us. So we now only have 1,500 troops, so that's a lot better. Okay. In fact, we only have 1,200, and they have 1,000. So we basically just need to win this siege. Okay, 17 months left, 16 months. Just gonna go with it. The kitten. As I am out playing under Hildegard's supervision, I suddenly hear a shout. It is small, and it is weak, but it is there. I look at every bush, under every rock, in every direction, and there, a tiny kitten is sitting under a thorny bush, all alone. It's my kitten now, or Hildegard seems lonely. It's my kitten now. The cat. As the cat rests on my lap, contently purring, I ponder what I should name him. Something historical, something alluding to his white fur, Something to describe the soothing feeling I experience when I scratch him behind the ear. Oh, I know. I'll name him... Morgana. What a great name. There we go. That'll work. So we finished some of these tasks. You're coming in here with 582 troops, but you have another 500 following. That's fine. A ruler in the making. There is no end to the opinions and wants of my sister, Countess Susanna. Okay, she's bossy. Alright, we're sieging. They're sieging our land. We got 7 months versus... how many months? 5. So they're going to siege ours, but I don't really care because we're still going to win. I was playing with some other children when Gebhard tried to push me over. Oh, really? Did you now? Oh, I see how it is. I'll show you what happens when someone pushes... to someone who pushes me. Why are you pushing me and we can become friends? Or... oh, I just thought of a different game. No, I'll show you what happens when somebody pushes me. I'll push you back. There we go. We're now wrathful and our marshal is out of control. Are we looking? 3 months versus 2 months. Okay, so it's just going to be a siege, but it's not our capital, so we're not worried. There we go. 100%. We also gain some money for doing so. Enforcer demands we gain dread. We imprison him. He doesn't like it, and he can't join a faction for 10 years at the minimum. To my liege, blessings upon you and your house. I know when I am defeated, and it seems I am left with no choice but to comply with your demands. Alright, we'll disband our armies. We're now a little bit stronger, which should help us against this faction. We can ransom this guy. I don't know if we're going to ransom this guy. I'm also going to wait like a month. Okay. So that's our strength. We're reinforcing up. This is still a problem for us. Some mercenaries might help, but it is still a problem for us. I'm not sure how we can immediately solve it, apart from ransoming the guy for 50 gold. Gives us 96 gold. Not enough for a mercenary company. Is there anything else we can do with him while he's in our prison? I mean, we could revoke his title. That would probably do something, right? And if we revoked his title, we could do it without being viewed as a tyrant. Because he has revolted against me. Yeah, you know what? It's mine now. Cool. We could then ransom him off for 10 gold. Or just execute. Could we just execute him? His family members would dislike it, but, you know, he's a known witch. That could be fine. I'll just burn him at the stake. A little burning at the stake never hurt anyone. And who are you? There's some guy. Alright. Anyone want you? Nope. Do I want to recruit him? Not really. He's Catholic. Alright, burn him at the stake. Cool. Nice, simple solutions. We now have this land, which has made us stronger, which should make these factions weaker, which is good. And now we can actually increase control in that one as well, which should then increase it quite a bit more as well. That's good. We have another way of moving forward. Could also do this to raise our base levy size by 24%. That would be a more immediate solution, actually. Yeah. Yeah, instead of that, you're going to organize our levies to increase our levy size by 24%, which should then make the faction a lot weaker. The child of my dynasty. My aunt Hildegard has given birth to a daughter. She's called Williberg. Alright, sure. We now have 2,000 troops. It still says 3 months, which is great because a month has passed and this has not gone down. This means that we are getting strong enough that they will not be able to fire that faction. In fact, we're getting 83 a month. It's a chance they'll never be able to fire that faction. The longer we can delay it, the better it is for us. Right. Although this isn't trending upwards like it was on our previous... well, not by very much, because on our previous character we had all the bonuses. Okay. Unwelcome attention. Dido has been pestering me for a long time now. Many of the other children listen to him, and he uses his influence to turn them against me. I cannot get him to stop no matter what I do. Oh, really now? You have made a very powerful enemy today, my friend. We could get rid of our development increase to give us a monetary increase. The reason I'm considering that at all is that that might allow us to get a little bit more money and be a better place to maybe get some mercenaries at some point. Potentially an option. Sure. Collect taxes. It's not a lot extra that we're getting, but it is a little extra, and that's going to help out. Right. How's the faction looking? You can send an ultimatum at any time. I'd really just prefer if you didn't, though. Could just try revoking his title. Subjects would be very unhappy, and if he says no... Wait, on decline... Starts a war against me with the rebel one, and Count Friedrich will join. Yeah, I kind of thought that was going to be the case. Now, he has no allies, and you also have no allies, but we will lose an awful lot of our strength when this happens, so we'd need to immediately attack one. The other option is that we give in to the faction, because they do want to install a member of my dynasty in charge, which isn't the worst thing in the world, and we'll have a claim. I mean, that's possible. I'm not a fan of it, though. But, you know, the worst case scenario is not the worst case for us, potentially. If that makes sense. We're a little stronger. Did this weaken? Hey! A member left! Haha! Incredible luck. Okay, our acquaintance created a faction to install himself on East Franconia. Don't need to worry about that. But yeah, incredible luck. Okay, our faction is not strong. This is the peasant rabble one, which is fine. We can ignore it. So the money's useful. We want to just basically be saving up now. Morgana the Troublemaker. My uncle Count Friedrich approaches me, rage in his eyes and cat in his hand, held by the scruff of its neck. As he thrusts the cat in my face, I see that it's my dear Morgana. I found this little monster among my things. What wasn't scratched to bits was covered in piss. I'll compensate you, or he is just a cat. Friedrich, you did not join... Well, you left the faction against me. I will compensate you for the cat. You know what? Now I'm going to switch it back to development because we're so far off, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Like, so far off being able to afford anything useful. Okay. We also need to keep our marshal on the one that increasing our levy size, because otherwise we're going to be in a big, bad situation. Because, you know, the factions will then fire and then we'll be in trouble. Basically, if we can make it to 16, we're great, because we're going to get a martial education. This is going to skyrocket upwards. Our levy sizes are going to be great, and we're going to be very happy. Until that point, we're in this kind of danger zone. Budding attraction. As I look upon a young pantler walking by, sweating with labor, but a blush on his cheeks, I'm entranced. What is this feeling? Is it longing? You realize you're heterosexual. Alright then. That's useful knowledge. Ah. He's now joined a faction to put himself in charge. I see. Well, that's not ideal. To the evil Duchess Judith, we have been burdened with your oppressive laws for too long. No. What made you think that in any world I would think about, at any point, giving in to your demands? Right, raise the troops. Raise them up. They're running away. They're actually running away from my land. It's crazy. Okay. Where are you going? Are they trying to merge up, I think? Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to destroy them. Yeah, throw more people into the grinder. Alright. So, we've defeated them. Are you any good? You are. I'd like to negotiate your release. I'd like to recruit and convert. Thank you. He hates me, but you know what? I'm kind of... I'm fine with that situation right now. We could get betrothed to get an alliance. That's a good point. Do we have anybody we could marry? Wolfram over here. The thing is, we want to marry somebody... Well, we could use the spouse finder, I suppose. Let's see if there's anybody... Like, is there alliance power? Marry Munster. Okay. They're a little bit far away. How about you? Celestra? If I don't recognize it, I'm just going to be like, no. Rothenburg. My cousin. Oh! Oh! Oh, that would be useful. Or Falkenstein for my, other relation. I think he's like my great uncle or something like that. Yeah, you know what? 100% him. That's a good marriage. I'm in. Matrilineal it. Chance of us being inbred, but a huge chance of him not being in a faction against me. Which is useful, because he's the one pushing the power up. Right, go for it. Get the betrothal. He can now no longer join factions. So it's now out of that one. Factions are good. We are sorted. We're once again marrying a cousin, but you know what? It's the right time period for that to be the fashion. Also, I couldn't help but notice we only got 1,200 troops. Oh, you know what it probably was? If our land's being sieged, we probably can't raise all that many. Yeah, there we go. So we can raise up to full. That's fine. Just wanted to double check. Not when we have factions against us or our land's being sieged, but generally we're okay. Alright, I'll let it run a little bit more. A mess of a feast. This feast is loud, adults are boring, and the food is not very good. My aunt Hildegard seems to be enjoying herself, so I cannot catch her attention to tell her I do not want to be here. I can sneak out and become impatient. I can become shy, or I can become gluttonous. I don't want to become gluttonous. I don't really want to become shy, so I guess I'm going to become impatient. So we're impatient and we're wrathful. I think I see what direction our character's going. Our vassals also don't like that I'm impatient, but you know, there you have it. The problem with my vassals right now is they both need to join the same faction to have any strength against us, or they need to get that guy in. They can't get that guy in. They're not in the same faction. We're sorted. There's nothing they can do against us. We have a great situation. Morgana the Gift Giver. 2 amber eyes follow me as I cross the hallway, and a small meow breaks the silence as Morgana pounces for my ankle. He may be young, but he is nonetheless ferocious. As he prances away, I see that he left me with a gleaming gift where he had been hiding. Thank you, kind sir. 2 gold. Oh, you're so generous. Somebody's trying to kill my mother. Well, that is a problem for next time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.